Kiriachi all the way on height. Nebs flies right by. This is the perspective of your first place team holding onto the lead. Still, lots of game to be played. Kiriachi moving all the way across. They've given up that base completely. Actually, they've expanded it and connected it. Shadow's going all the way towards the top, and Jetta actually flies by. Joe is in control at the cost of Benji Fishy's shield. Kiriachi has to give things up. I mean, it's no different than what we've been seeing before, but they actually go all the way to second height, now battling with Hen. Things are getting crazy, kind of claustrophobic for every single team. Not enough builds either. This high ground is just extended the whole way through. They're still fighting for it. Kiriachi does not want to let down.
There's not a lot of air up here. It's getting thin because there's so many trios up here taking up all the oxygen, and Joe, Benji, and Shadow here are breathing the finest purest air at the moment. But look at Queasy, Trillix, and Jerky getting in position.
That is a very sneaky plan. They go for the launch pad too. Nebs, Pink, Stompy, so smart. They're letting all these trios fight. Have at it. Go for height. We'll play the placement. We'll wait for the game to come to us.
There it is, Jerky. There you talk about the position, but Kiriachi responds, and storming right to Kiriachi, who have been waiting, holding on the height, send beams down Queasy way and push him off the pedestal that is this height right now. Kiriachi, Tucson storming right here with some great games, 3 eliminations. Look at this high pad there. Trulix, oh my goodness, we take to the skies, and now we go back to height again, but Trulix is still up there, and he's getting beamed. Can he find his connections? No, he doesn't, but someone else is coming up. Here it is. Jerky's coming back again.
This pinch is absolutely astronomical in the skies. It's Trulix with a distraction. Kiriachi finally goes down. Queasy was not done. He kept track of his teammates. Now it's a 2v2. Too Stormy right. Too slow on HP. No shields. Drop down below. Stormy alone all the way next to the clouds. Can he survive? He's going to be taken down a little bit. Looks like Jerky also goes. Benji's in his box. Benji deleted. Tack shots. D also not enough to actually keep Toos alive. Trulix and Queasy will have it, but it's only 2 players to control high ground.
It looks like Shadow's gonna have to go solo. Hen, who's been a solo for a very long time, is still on his feet, and Alex Vino getting some eliminations in the feed. Hottie, Elocrest, and Tripper, who had a great day 1, could take height, and they are looking for it right now with the chop right there against Trulix. Deceptos here on the other side.
The 5th height retake. We're watching this game.
There it is.
And Tripper, Elocrest, and Hottie get it for free. And no way, gets bopped by Savage on low ground. He has his home too. So he has the entire control of the low ground hemisphere. Shadow's trying to work it too. There's a little bit of a split from Shadow and his teammates. It's Savage as a solo in Weeping Woods. We've seen this before, but not this bad. 34 HP. He might not have enough to tank and deal the damage.
He might have enough there with the chug cannon just to do a little bit more. All he has to do is just continue to keep on ticking, keep on rocking, and hold out that wall. Going down to 1 build left here. Savage coming into this fight. He's doing so well. 7th place, slowly sliding out of the top 5 here. But this could be the moment here. Tayson gets eliminated by Splash and Mawaka, who've been a nuisance all this day. Savage here is on the low ground. Pump out. No builds. Looking for those E-limbs. Doing his best, but no, gets beamed from high, but Reason is still on this fight at the very end of the day, but it is Hottie, Tripper, and Elocrest with the 6 eliminations and the victory royale. All right, there's the Storm Surge, and there it is. Everyone's flying over, trying to get to the front side. Janice is there on the front side. Diablo is up there, but hey, Queasy and Jerky are still up on their feet, and Vidil gets eliminated by Karma. Oh my goodness, we're gonna have to see if that is gonna be a full wipe from them. Now Noah Riley goes down. Stompy gets knocked. That's not going to be good news for them. That's going to be a good opportunity for Tayson, Vino, and Reason to move up the board quickly.
Beef in the Storm looks like they were not able to catch the pad for this rotation, so first place is down. Now Kiriachi, Tayson, Vino, Chapix, Hen, everyone that was waiting in the fold is looking to have a seat at that top 3 table.
This is it. It's time to eat. The dinner bell has been rung. This is your time to get fed and get your stomach full. Tayson, Vino, Reason. We've been waiting this entire day, this entire weekend for you to show up. And right now, you are showing up at the right time. But Cammy City T, who have been all around in the business, are now in the front side, going on to the dead side rotation. But Nebs, Stompy, and Pink. Now Nebs and Pink are working as a duo. And this is it, Pink. You're gonna carry this to it. You can do it right here. And this will be the first match to get some great eliminations.
I thought that Nevs and Pink might have been out for the count, but they're actually still alive. So first place is still working on big defense. Everyone else has to hold on for the moment. Nevs now with 2 elims. Stompy clutched out 1 game for the whole team. Pink had a very good supporting play, and Nevs did the revive, but now it's up to the duo that didn't get any of those elims all the way back 2 games ago. Can they clutch it out and keep that lead at a very big distance?
Teak and Chapek's clash on the low ground right there. They're both on opposite sides of the low ground. Again, Jerky, Trulix, and Queasy sitting up the high ground, but we have all our eyes on Tayson and Pink's trios.
Oh my God.
Doing oh well. Oh my goodness, Tayson. You almost put that man in a highlight. Matzo just avoids being clipped, and now Tayson has a taste, and he's going to go down and keep pushing towards the low ground. I like it. He's cutting off a lot of people, but he may have taken a big bite right there and gets clapped out of the lobby. Down and out.
Finally, though, Reason actually finishes the work that Tayson started. Picks up Matzo all the way in the back, who was running away right before. They're going to be operating this duo as well. Lots of trios losing their leaders, the clutchers of the trio, and have to operate just as 2 members looking to build that chemistry and try to just stay in the lead. Chulek, Squeezy, and Jerky, though, they're alive sky high, waiting to see who is going to be the first one to rise to challenge them. Big shots over by Reason. He takes out Janice and another 2. Still moving forward. Vino is alive at the same time. 4ZR is taken down in the feed. They're going lower, lower, and lower, cutting off a majority of players. But once again, just like Tayson, Reason bites off a little more than he can chew. In the face of 2 players, he gets knocked out.
There's only one strong trio in this lobby, and that is Queasy Trio, the defending FNCS champion, who already let one slip away. But Andalix here is deep into the storm. Talk about some heals popping off right here. He may be able to sneak up to height, and if this happens again to Trulix, runs out of time. It's been clocked. Chassis, Andy, Sean VP. We've seen Andy put on the highlight. We've seen Queasy on trio be on the wrong side of the highlight. And this cannot happen again. It's a 3v3, high versus low.
We'll see if the Reboot Warriors can win another game. Can Trulex, Jerky, and Queasy hold on and actually secure something when they have a lead? Kind of running out of mats. They have some control. It's just beams from both sides. Everyone's abiding their time. 26 seconds left on the zone 2, so the worst thing possible is what's happening right now. Jerky taking free storm damage, down to 11 HP, can only really survive 2 more seconds in the storm. Look at the health of this team down below. They can actually just stall this all out. Every mistake Jerky makes, all these builds in front of him, they can actually prove to be disastrous. They have to really farm out now. They have to get ahead of the zone. 6 seconds still left.
No!
Jerky, he takes another hit. He's down.
No!
2v3 now. Height at a slight disadvantage. Chashi, though, he goes down in the feed. Andy, he's going to go all the way back. Looks like he has a little bit of heals to work with in this game. Another member down. Andy, last alive.
Nice.
The siphon on a Chulex. That might be enough. The Reboot boys, have they done it again? Queasy's healing. Andy finds him. 1 pump in a dream, but it's not there. It's not back to reality. It's Queasy, Chulex, and Jerky with a win.
Oops. There goes the gravity out the door.
Audi Trip and Elocrats, no strangers to really taking height in that 7th zone, but it's also the same game plan as Tayson, the same game plan as Queasy, as Murstache, who's also alive. Jaggy actually gives up height to move across. No one has a high ground base. No one's controlling things. This is Aqua's old base. Everyone's just kind of waiting to see who makes the first move.
And we are all waiting right now for the time for the rise of Tayson, Vino, and Reason. Just sitting here, they're navigating. A couple of beams. They see the pad, they take it, they fly up there. It's Bea, and then no! Tayson gets tagged hard, and he's down to 17 HP. He's gonna try to glide to maybe he can take a moment to breathe, but he doesn't. It's Vino right there. At least is gave a supply him a flopper if he doesn't pick them up. The good thing is that he did go down early here, so there is some time. He does have minis to at least pick up one of the most impactful players in the FNCS with 21 elimination, is back on his feet, and this trio is trying to survive.
They got towards the front side, had time to stabilize. Reason, Tayson, Vino now have to make sure that all teammates are at full HP. They are, and they find a good side of this zone. They're not used to being this far behind. Breaking into the box, 3v3, looking for the next shot. Could it be free? No. Has to cost them a little bit in terms of positioning. They have to go up even more. They have a little bit of ass to work with. One person all the way in, it's Vino by himself. Tayson going all the way in as well to try to help Reason. Goes through the backside. Vino in trouble. He is down. Tayson also just 10 HP, all up to Reason. 26 damage below Surge. He has to fight off 15 other teams and the server that keeps hopes alive in this game. all the way towards the backside. Kiriachi might be his target of choice. Wooden wall, that's perfect for him to jump in with. Nice shot, and dodge towards the right. Big damage as well. They get ahead of Surge and a free launch pad. This is everything Reason could want.
Reason has been doing this the entire day, getting placements as a solo, and now he's combining it with some eliminations. He took out Kiriachi there with a big blast, and now Reason's on the low ground with a couple of builds to protect himself. These are big moments here because placement points are coming on through, and Reason now, he's out in a blink of an eye. And look up who's at high, really high. It's Sapphix's trio. You're gonna have to move down a little bit, my friend. You're too high for my liking.
Low ground still getting churned. Jaggy trying to get his first shot off on a Toost. Toost defensive back towards the pyramid. Two people in the same box though. It gets awkward. He wants to be comfortable, but there's no chance for him to be on feathered footing. He gets taken out. Putrick, Sapphic, default, putting so much pressure up top, forcing every single trio into the boxes down below. Clement, Floki, Deciptos, they've made it this far, still alive. Their classic style today is just try to be consistent, make these end games, and then operate as a three-man firing squad. And there goes Koro, forced up a certain layer. They might not get the Elin, but they've done the damage. Clement still moving forward on the backside. This bounce back is going to give them so much time to work with. Cammy popping off in the feed. They take out Jaggy. They finish the job that Clement, Floki, Deciptos started. They're still beaming down these boxes. Another two-man spread from Clement and Floki. Deciptos jumps in, goes towards the backside to actually make that base and claim some home in this zone. They're up against Seti, Cammy, Teak now. It's a big 3v3 on low, but Ban's there too. Deciptos down. This is trouble. It's just a two-man operation now.
Two-man operation, and they're operating on fumes right now. The gas is on E as they're making it through. Cammy, Set, and Teak, a full trio looking strong. And you have Clement on the front side, Diablo Bayan on the right next to them as Clement is now here. He's going to hold on with Floki. Clement, Floki on the low ground using the chug cannon. There is Diablo Bayan. It's a double battle here. Two duos on the pass colliding here. Clement, Floki now crashing through. You're looking at the feed right now. Sapphic and Default pick up Diablo and Bayan. So now Clement and Floki have some moments here to themselves here on the low ground, but it's the full trio. Cammy, Seti, Teak colliding on through, and it is Default trio racking in the victory royale with 7 eliminations. Takes advantage and eliminates their Aqua. Seti and Forziar collide, and Forziar is getting knocked, but Stompy, Pink, and Neps here. There's a Pink and Stompy duo are working their way through. Talk about surviving that engagement. Now on the low ground, look, so free. Everyone's backside's looking at them, and that's when you want to see when you're in shambles.
Gotta remember, they're in first place right now, rolling through. Unfortunately, no mats after that whole engagement. They have to be very careful where they finally build.
Breaking through.
The zone is still so far away.
Keep going.
I think that Pink might have the right idea. They might just need to just spam shots at the walls in front of them. There's no time to pickaxe. Now they're solo moving in. Look at it though on height. Hen, Janice, Chapix taking over. Mistakes erased. They have control and are so far high, I'd be surprised if anyone challenges them for height.
They've made it. They finally made it into the safe zone here, but it cost them so much. Look at that. Only 3 builds, and because they were breaking through everything, you're hearing the raining down, and oh no! It's Floki! Floki is here, and Floki is moving up the board.
Third place taken out, one of the top teams. They're looking to get even higher in those standings. Chapix though, he's moving higher in elevation to the skies. There goes Exterior's pad. It's not enough to catch him. Red Rush, no chance either. Swatted out of the sky like a fly. Exterior goes down, and now we're tuning in with Kiriachi. A chance for redemption. Lots of top teams already knocked down and away. All the pressure they've been dealing with every single game is non-existent in this tarp right now. Bullying Astro. Kiriachi in full form. Save it, also feeling it. Oh my goodness, the double spray comes in, and they get another knock. Force taken out. Those are mats you could possibly get, but no, there's no time. He's gonna keep moving in the storm on the side of a mountain. They're gonna have to make decisions soon. Going up, no one in their way. Red Rush, we know he's a solo. This is a free pickup for the squad. They get another, but there's so much chaos back there. That's not the way to go. The builds are on fire. These guys are way too hot. Moving on low ground, they're making it look easy. No chance, no challenge. They have a chance to get all the way up high in this game.
Wow, and now they're gonna hold out. A great knock on Squeeze right there. Kiachi, another shot on Seti. Does he pick up the elimination? No, he's gonna walk on through and keep pushing on through while Janice is lighting up the feed. Kirachi does get that knock on Squeeze here, and Splash gets doused right there. Kirachi, Toos, and Stormrider are picking the right time to heat up there, and look at the high ground. The Season 5 champions here are coming to form at the right time, but we have our eyes here on Kirachi, Stormrider, and Toos who are cooking on the low ground as Chopix eliminates Endelix.
They might not have height, they might not have control, but they have so many elims to basically call this game a win. Looking for another. It's a 3v3 fight, low versus height. We'll see exactly what Janus, Chopix, and Hen can do, putting down pressure the entire time. But Kriachi, he's found defense perfectly within the backside of this storm. All in the same box. Zeus is looking for it. Beams back up towards the sky. Hen gets affected with HP. Big beams, but they trade. Hen now low. Janus taken out. They move from the low ground. They take the shots. Kriachi looking for the finish on the Chopix. That is absolutely insane for a three-man clutch. Kriachi, Stormred, and Zeus. What a well-deserved low ground win. Gonna be in fourth place. Only two teammates have to make the move. They have a little bit of zone position so they can take their time. Just dealing with Storm Surge right now. They need to get some damage down. 13 people need to go before that 7th zone closes in.
Nothing.
First target, Rifle save it. But yeah, nada, no shots. Where will they look? Down below, it's fully built. Up above, if they edit, they might get shot. This is a troubling puzzle, but it might be Janus who has a solution for it. Doesn't matter. We tune in to the bigger picture. Kriachi up top. Look at it. They're looking for complete control. Tayson flies by. They have height. They might just win EU and get ahead in this game alone. Kriachi cannot find Aryan, and he goes straight for the dive. But look, Stormy, he stops Koro from taking that high ground again. They've blocked one retake, but they're gonna have to do it so many times. It's just the 6th zone.
You gotta watch out. Usually Queasy kind of sends a kind of distraction up there, and the other trio kind of cranks up there, but that distraction may be a little too early for what they wanted to do. Yeah, there it is. Queasy, Trilix, the distraction was there. Jerky and Trilix are taking it. Stormy right, he's losing height. He got his shield cracked, and right now Kriachi is doing what he can to get up to his trio mates to help out, to give him back up, but Stormy right gets knocked, and now it's up to Kriachi and Tuz. The distraction play has been so strong all weekend, and the defending FNCS champions here as Tayson takes out Hen, and Tayson is gone, eliminated, lobbied.
Every single trio spinning and clashing against each other. The sparks fly. Kriachi, his momentum still going strong. Needs a little bit more torque, though, to get out of this situation. Still on the zone. One flopper and a pad in play. Zeus is all the way ahead. It's a solo game now. Player one's player own. He's still pushing all the way up on second height. 2 HP. Baits Queasy down to his own lair, but he has to get away. Inside that zone, that's enough, Kriachi. Put a lid on it. Try to let Zeus clutch up. 1 HP on the storm line. No match. And that's where they stop. One elimination and just a little bit of placement. There's still a big chance for anyone to clap back and catch up. It's 4-7 Torn Siberia who try to take that chance with a new high ground wave.
I don't want to see Cammy setting Teak in this low ground here. So yes, people from the bottom of the board, in the middle of the board right here, like Janus here, going for the med kit play. Now he's going to have opportunity to hit someone from the backside. And we see Savage right there in the low ground too. Janus here, a solo FNCS champion, is going to try to clutch. And this is a big moment for their run. If they could get a decent amount of points, that's going to set them up for that striking distance game 12 here. It's the FNCS EU, and 4ZR closes out that story with a blast.
4ZR with Endelix next squeeze is just 8th place, 2 away from where Janus just was. Future Sapphic default though, they're not done. They fell down to 10th place and they want to come back all the way towards the top 5. Trippern taking out the trio. Now Fractured, Needlecrats, and Hottie will have to operate alone. That's where things are kind of tricky inside that 9th zone. We'll see what they do. Have that SMG to use. It's purple, it'll do a lot of damage. The first pump shot will not be that big of a hit though. Up against Savage's walls. Tricky fight, blocks one shot, goes for another, but no! Silence before he can speak. Needlecrats gets taken down.
Wow, Savage right now is putting on a show, but Hottie is still up, and when Hottie occupies a space, but Sapphic from the high ground is putting the pressure, and this is another appearance from Sapphic Default and Pudrick there, putting on the brakes on everyone down below, but Andelix X Squeeze and 4ZR, this is going to be a big game for them as well, and Dreda gets knocked out of nowhere. Refsguard, yes! Savage, Refsguard, they are doing their thing, but I gotta say, Andelix and Squeeze in a 2v3 battle between Patrick Default and Sapphic, this is gonna be another victorial for them, for Savage and Patrick.
Every time they have height, they don't lose. X Squeeze and Alex. This is a battle to see who's going to be higher in top 5. He has a backside entrance to the zone. Lands a few shots on the Sapphic. Not enough to actually get things going. And Alex, he's taking lots of storm too. X Squeeze down. 1v2. We've seen Andalex do it before. Baited by the Siphon. Expert movement from Default for another victory royale for the Cyber Legacy centric trio. But this time, Kriachi will have to hold on to everything. I think they've broken that 270 point threshold overall. 154 at the bottom left there is just them for the day. We'll try to push it as much as possible. Just need to stay alive. About to hit 17th place. That's a lot of placement to get. Kiriachi risking it. Airdrop in the zone. Did they get a pad off of it is the question.
They do.
Looks like they might have. Yes, that's huge. They can make this big rotation if they need to, but they're sticking to low ground for now. Remember, one mistake. That's it for them. First place down. Kiriachi can't afford it. 140 HP. Still moving lower, lower, and lower. Low ground has been their name of the game. Their claim to fame in the last game. And money beforehand as well. They're going.
It's about a 20-point lead that Kiriachi is holding on to. Andalex was frozen at 257, but at height there, it is Aqua's trio, and we've seen them do double-digit elims. They put up the big 5-0, and if they could book in their run here with a game 1-5-0 and big numbers, talk about a win to talk about on social media for such a long time, but not so fast, Sancho. We got to tune in to Default and Sapphic here, who are feeling the pressure of Storm Surge once again, and Kiriachi there may benefit from another team feeling some pressure. Shizo gets knocked. Kiriachi is in full barrel sub mode. He's fighting for his tournament life at this moment here. He's trying to stay on his feet. Kiriachi, the Renaissance man, looking for an opportunity to come back and get this FNCS championship. Now has to do it as a solo. Kiriachi, keep going, brother. You can do it.
See what he can do here. Championship running on his shoulders. Has a lot of builds to work with, but now it's just down to wood. They'll make it to the 7th zone absolutely alone. Medkit, off field, it's in play. Foxy going down around him. Actually interrupted as he takes a little bit more of a gauge as to what's going on around him. Buys a bit more time. Reason fighting down below. Wings going down to the feed. Milwaukee taken away by Hottie. Kiriachi now 30 HP. Gets some time bought inside the zone. All the way up at 280 points plus now. He's raking in the placement. Still down by himself. More people going down all around. Is it a second heal off he's going to do? Aqua on height. How many points are they getting is the big question too. Vino down. Pink taken out. This might just be what Kiriachi needs. Tapped on Tason's back, but not too much of a threat. He still moves forward. Every single box, a new threat he has to deal with. Unknown. Kiriachi, 3 eliminations. Still holding on to what is the imaginary trophy. Can he make it a reality? Still another medkit, but this time interrupted. An ultimate test. Kiriachi has to move layers, make sure there's no scares from any single point inside this zone. Another shot into Tayson. This one misses. A crucial one, and he gets it. Denies Tayson a championship. Keeps his own dreams alive. Kiriachi still going forward, but has to take on trios now by himself. How has no one seen this man? How are these rotations perfect? A final medkit to solidify one more heal and crucial placement in this zone. Unless Aqua's getting 40 eliminations on height, I don't see this one happening. Top 5 for Kiriachi. He's still pushing. He's still going. Another big pump. This could be it. He gets the big shot. This is huge. A trio in the box. He denies it. He doesn't want to get inside the pressure just yet. How is he dodging all these plays? 150 on the Floki. A man by himself is winning EU before our very eyes. Kiriachi stopped by the Symptos, but it might just be enough to give him the FNCS championship.
What a run of runs from Kiriachi. The solo impact play could have net them the FNCS, but the game's not over yet. Aqua's still on height. We're going to have to get it, and I think it may be Shyo. It may be confirmed.
Kiriachi is the one to do it all the way towards the very end from passive games. They're just taking names. He wins it out, but now it's Hottie looking for even more towards the very end. Flecken. It's Kumu and Aqua who wins the last game to push forward even further inside EU. Never count out the king. He's still here to play.
Compress stopped them from being able to eclipse him, and he did it so well. And you can see it, 295 points was enough to secure the $300,000 the AXA Champions, the first place slot. What a day it has been, Reese Hub, and what a performance from the first place team.